It was a shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom, leaving her 6-year-old boy an orphan. That's why I have called for the arrest and prosecution of that ICE agent.
Well, the Democrats have been taking a lot of L's lately, and Ro Khanna wants to double down and is now calling for the arrest and prosecution of the ICE agent that shot and killed Renee Good. Ro, this is a bad idea. We're going to play this clip and we're going to react to it, but I do not like him and I want him deported immediately.
It was a shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom, leaving her 6-year-old boy an orphan. That's why I have called for the arrest and prosecution of that ICE agent. ICE has gone rogue. We need accountability.
What are you charging him for, you piece of crap? For murder? Really? How insane are these people? I do not want them here. I want Ro Khanna deported. There's no reason why. This is not an American value. If a man does not have a right to defend himself, especially as a federal agent, if he doesn't have a right to defend himself against a lady driving her car into him after everyone's been telling her to get out of the car and to stop, if he doesn't have a right to shoot that person to protect his life, we don't have a country anymore. This is a line in the sand. And the Ro Khannas of this world need to be defeated and deported. This ideology must be extinguished and purged from our society.
It was a shameful act.
Why is it shameful? It's shameful that he had to defend himself and she died. Why is that shameful if he had to protect himself? It's actually shameless to call that shameful. Why is that shameful? You're protecting yourself. By the way, Ro Khanna, not to get all into religion, Ro Khanna is a Hindu. Do you think the Hindu values are really working out, guys? He thinks that a federal agent that defends himself against a woman driving her car into him after she's been told to stop, his Hindu values tell him that that person should be arrested and prosecuted and put in prison? I mean, how do you have a country with them? It's not shameful to shoot someone in self-defense.
A shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom.
Okay, so calling her a mom doesn't matter and her age doesn't matter.
It was a shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom, leaving her 6-year-old boy an orphan.
If she's a 37-year-old mom, why is she out there trying to block ICE agents? Her being a mom was not really factored into her decision making. But no, the Democrats, they don't believe in personal responsibility. It's the ICE agent's fault that he was standing in the way when she decided to drive through him. That's his fault. These are the people. Do you really want more Ro Khannas in this country? Do you guys really think this is working out? If you live in California, you know he sucks. What a piece of garbage. Like, morally, you're a horrible, evil person, Ro.
Shameful act to kill a 37-year-old mom, leaving her 6-year-old boy an orphan.
No, she left her 6-year-old boy as an orphan, not the ICE agent. At least these are Christian values. I don't know what Hindu values say. How do you blame the person who's being driven into by someone who's not listening to law enforcement? She created that decision, and to call her a mother as if she was acting like one is just dishonest. She's not acting like a mother. She's acting like a crazy activist who doesn't have any kids. Oh, and she doesn't have 2 of her kids because the custody of them went to the father, somebody else. So yeah, your hero Democrats, not so great actually. Not so great. And Ro Heat, what a horrible human being he is.
I have called for the arrest and prosecution of that ICE agent. ICE has gone rogue. We need accountability.
Where's the Democrats' accountability? What about the mill? That's what we were looking at. That's what got distracted by all of this. Let's get back to the fraud. Let's get back to the Nick Shirley. Let's get back to the Leering Center. Rohit, you want to talk about that? No, he's calling for the arrest and prosecution of an ICE agent who's being harassed for trying to get illegals out of the country. Democrats think that guy's the bad guy somehow. Truly evil and dishonest. Tell me in the comments what you guys think. I'm getting kind of heated because I'm just really like, you're a really bad guy. And Rohit, I'll let you know, man, you're creating enemies, you piece of crap.
I also recently visited in California, the California City Immigration Detention Facility. I met with 47 detainees, and I was horrified by their condition.
Oh, was it not as nice as India? Was it not as nice as India? I'm sorry, Rohit. I'm sorry that our detention centers aren't living up to your standards. Where's Rohit from? Is it Pakistan or India? Either way, send him back. Get the heck out of here. Oh, he's born in Philadelphia, unfortunately. Damn it. His mom is from British Punjab. Yeah, we'd like to send you back. We don't need this crap here. We don't.
Jasmine Crockett and I have a bill to ensure that ICE agents wear body cameras, don't have masks, have visible identification, and make sure that they have oversight from the Justice Department.
Okay, I don't have a problem with the body cameras. I think the body cameras are a good idea. I don't think it helps leftists at all. The problem is, who is going to interpret the body cam? The same crazy Democrats that watch the video of Renee Good driving into the ICE agent and think that she's the victim somehow?
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
The only reason I believe that they want the cops to not wear masks and show identification is so that they can put them in a network and dox them and ruin their lives. I think that's pretty obvious. I think Ro Khanna knows that's why. And he just wants to make it very hard for them to operate as someone in ICE, which is a seditious type of action. This is why I think he should be deported. I don't give a damn if he's a citizen here or not, to be honest. It has no place in America. No offense, Rohit, but we don't do that shit. Ooh, that was good. It rhymes. Rohit, we don't do that shit in America. Get the hell out of here. You want to play that game. This is not the diversity we need. This is not meant to be nirvana in the eyes of a Hindu god, which is actually a demon. That's just how we feel. I don't like Ro Khanna. I want him the heck out of this country. I don't like that. This is not American.
And I was horrified by their condition. Some had rocks in their food.
Really? Okay. Well, we should probably fire that company then. I'm sure we're paying some company to give them the food that's making way too much money. It's probably a DEI hire, and they're putting rocks in the food. I don't believe we should have rocks in the food, but I'm sorry it's not up to the standards of India, wherever the heck you're from. Rohit over here is going to tell us that we can't have rocks in our cereal. I'm sorry, Rohit. Should we be cooking it with our feet like you do where you're from? Or like, what's the deal again?
And one gentleman who had blood in his urine had not seen a doctor for 7 days.
Well, don't worry, Rohit. We're sending them back as soon as possible. I don't know why we're holding them in a detention center. Let them deal with the blood in his urine in the other place, Mexico or something. I know that sounds messed up, guys, but it's at the point now where if we can't deport people that are criminals or here illegally, we don't have a country. There's nothing left to fight for. Just give up now. It's over. I'm still trying to hold on to hope that we have a country, which means we got to tell the Ro Khannas politely, get the hell out of our country, dude. We don't do that here. This will be extinguished from our country, or this will rule and everything will look like Mumbai, India, where people are literally pooping into the street food that they then begin to eat. The disrespected trucker says, I'm calling for your immediate expulsion from Congress. Enough is enough. The American people deserve representation, not traitors fighting for Marxist ideology. 100% right. Burt Macklin says, you can call for it all you want, but it's not going to happen, Ro. He was well within the use of force policy, so please stop trying to get the riots going. I hope you're right, man. I really hope he's right. Here's what a Democrat would say to that. Only he wasn't. After the first shot, it should have been it. But he proceeded to shoot multiple times through the driver's side window. So many things about what he did was wrong. You can't put yourself in jeopardy and then use lethal force from putting yourself in that position. See, I think he's full of crap. Michael Murdoch, U.S. Navy veteran, says, why don't you put on an ICE uniform and go out with ICE and see firsthand what they go through? Take off your congressional dress and see how hard their job is, and maybe you'll get run into by an SUV and you'll shoot someone. Easy to criticize someone when you've never done their job. Seriously, have some humility. I look at that and I said, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have missed and accidentally shot myself. Robert J. Salvador says, Ro Khanna calls for more lawfare, this time against a federal official who is doing his job. These are the things that break a republic. Pretty clear he's under foreign influence at this point. That is so true, and I really believe that really hit it on the head. Matt Whitlock says, villainizing ICE to appeal to the worst part of your base is lowest common denominator politics that you should be ashamed of. Don't want ICE agents to wear masks? Call out the members of your party, referring to them as Gestapo and putting their lives in danger. This is the thing. I mean, the fact that Democrats just keep going and you're just like, wait, we don't agree on anything, actually. Brandy with a B says, I get you are not that smart and don't know how things work, but trying to run over a federal agent with a car isn't a brilliant move. Maybe tell these dumb broads to stay home and out of the way instead. That's actually good advice. If he really cared for them, he would say that. Hal Peterson says, I am calling for the arrest and denaturalization of Ro Khanna for being a communist and a CCP spy. Thank you for your attention on this matter. I'm with you. And Stephen Hayward says, I am calling for a complete and total shutdown of Ro Khanna until we can figure out what the hell is going on. Dave Gravo says, I wanted very much to like you, Ro Khanna, until you pulled this utterly lying publicity stunt. Anyone who wants to endanger law enforcement is an enemy of the people. I take no pleasure in saying that, but you are fully revealed now. This really isn't the country for you. And finally, I am calling on the ICE agent who shot Renee Good to arrest Ro Khanna. Yikes, what a good one that one was. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Is Ro Khanna, does he belong in America? Is he a communist? Is this the demonic kind of nature of their religion? What the heck are we dealing with Ro Khanna? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. If you could go on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp and literally just cut and paste, watch this video and go ahead and get the link and just blast.